Guess what? If you feel inadequate, that's a sense of lack. That doesn't mean you're lacking anything. It's just how you feel. You actually have everything. I'm going to repeat. You have everything you need right now. Right here, right now, as you hear my voice, you have everything you need to feel whole and complete. Can you give yourself permission to hear that, to accept that? That was one of the hardest things. It was the hugest breakthrough I ever had. Was for the first time when I felt whole and complete. And it wasn't because all this new stuff came into my life. It was a state of mind. I had to shift my whole entire state of being. And it went from doing that internal reflecting, knowing that the lack came from what I wasn't giving myself, not what someone else wasn't giving me, or not what I had lost along the way. We've all experienced loss. What are you missing right now? There is not a human being on this planet that doesn't miss something, if not many things. And I was having a conversation with a close friend last night, and he was talking about being frustrated with just some of the people he's been talking to, and, just this universal state of denial. And it was like a light bulb went off, because I've been talking a lot about grief and the processes of grief, the stages of grief. Now hear me. See if you can relate to this, or if you can think of somebody, or if not everybody that's at least experiencing one of these things. You're either in denial, right? A lot of people are feeling that way about the elections, about all kinds of themselves, their reality. You're in denial. You're trying to bargain or negotiate, saying, well, if it could just be different, it would be different. You're depressed, saying, I wish it was different. Why can't it be different? Or you're angry because it is what it is. So you're either in denial, you're negotiating, you're depressed, or you're angry. Do you know anybody that fits one of those categories? I know a lot of people that are stuck there. Now, the fifth and final piece to that is acceptance. And you can't just say acceptance. Like, full acceptance means that it shows up in your life through your actions, through your behavior. And the one thing you cannot lie about is your energy. Your energy. And that's the truest understanding of this life, is that we are energetic beings. Life force energy, divine source energy. You're not a human being. I know that's going to trigger some of you. I know it. But this is a spiritual experience. We're all on a spiritual journey. All of us started with a veil, and mine's been lifted. And I've now seen the light, and I'm not just talking the talk, I'm walking the walk, and I'm walking down this spiritual journey of enlightenment and moving towards being transcended beyond this earth plane, beyond the physical, the spiritual. It was so encouraging that somebody commented yesterday about taking on my divine confirmation, a sign from God challenge. Have you done it yet? Have you done it? Because someone yesterday reached out to me and they had an incredible experience happen. They asked, I think it was a confirmation about just if God was real. And because of the weather, you know, like they asked for a specific sign, something really odd and unusual. And guess what? It showed up. And it showed up in a mysterious way. But yet it was clear as day, and that person felt the check in their spirit that the message and the confirmation was there. And you can do the same. And it really, it takes so much stress off of your own plate, because when you're trying to figure every fucking thing out in your head, when you're trying to just sort through all the complexities of this life that you have created for yourself, it can get very overwhelming, very stressful, very quick. And statistics show, I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of people that die every year just from stress. And if you really just look at the number one killer, heart disease, how many of us are eating our emotions, eating the burden and the overwhelmness and the anxiety and the stress? And yet you can eliminate the stress of trying to figure everything out by just turning to God. If you're someone that just even questions whether God is there, and I'm not putting religion out there. I oppose the religion. I'm talking about a personal relationship with God. If you need confirmation, try it. Try it. Try it. What do you have to lose? Ask God for confirmation. Hey, God, are you alive? I want to know if you are real. And I'll know I know that you're alive, that you are speaking to me because, and then fill in the blank, that it's something really odd and unusual, right? It's like, one of the examples I could put is like, it's winter here in northern New Mexico, right? It would be like if I asked to see like a monarch butterfly. Like right now is not going to be the time for that, right? Or to find some money, like a significant amount of money, to find some money, something. It's got to be something really, really odd and unusual. And you see it in your mind, you say it in your heart and visualize it. And then here's the one thing you can't do. Do not put timeline on it. Don't put no time on it. But ask for confirmation. And it could be about anything. If you're in a difficult situation and you're saying, hey, should I break up with this person, or should I let this person go, or should I move to this new town, or should I, apply for this new job, and you don't know, you're indecisive. Ask God for confirmation. Say, God, if I'm supposed to apply for this new job, I want to see this thing. I did this recently. I asked to find a significant piece of jewelry. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. And when I said significant, not just like a little earring or something like that. I mean, I said, if this is supposed to happen, then I want to find a significant piece of jewelry, like a diamond ring, like something of value. I kid you not, you guys, like I remember when I first did it, I go searching, right? We kind of like childlike. Okay, let me find it. Let me look for the sign. And then like weeks went by, a month went by. I think it was even maybe 2 months went by. And I kid you not, I was doing something that I had been avoiding all summer, which was cleaning out my truck. I was downloading it and really doing a deep clean on it. And I look in this dirt, and I see something, and I had noticed it maybe weeks before, but it just, I've been too moving around, and I just didn't stop to actually investigate it. But there I was cleaning and washing the truck, and it was moving around the dirt and all that. And I look down, I'm like, wait, what is that? And I go and reach and I pick it up, and it's like, I wish I have it here. It's at the ranch house, but I found a gold chain. I found a 20 karat plus gold chain, like orange, yellow gold chain, not plated, not like somewhat, scraped up. I mean, this is pure gold, because it's probably been in the mud for who knows how long on this road that gets driven all over and all that. I mean, and it just gave me that check to know that, okay. But yet we still want to negotiate We still want to be like, are you sure? And God is so gentle, kind, unlike us, that you get the sign. And I did this recently again. I got that sign and I said, okay. And then a few weeks go by and like nothing really happened. I said, well, can I have another sign? About kind of the same thing. I just want to make sure that what the other sign was about this. And sometimes we need that. We need that encouragement, that reassurance. And see, we're not going to get it in our mind, and we definitely won't get it from like other people. Y'all, if you're counting on other people to reassure you, you know, it's everyone's going through something. And so that I think that you're always better off to just go straight to the source. And here's the other thing, don't talk about it. You can ask for a sign, but don't let anybody know the details, because you don't want anyone's energy to distort what it is that you're trying to get confirmation on. So you can say you've asked for a sign, don't give specifics. Do not give the specifics. Don't give away the game. Keep it in your heart, in your mind, in your soul. Don't put time on it, and don't let anyone know. You cannot tell them that you're seeking a sign. And if they say, well, what are you seeking? Just be like, well, I'll let you know when I see it. That's the best approach for that. And I hope more of you will take me up on this. I know there's probably something that you need some clarity on. This is the game. This is the truest form of getting that breakthrough, that clarity, that reassurance. Don't go to people and don't figure it out on your own. Welcome God into your life. And that doesn't mean you gotta start showing up to church on Sundays, right? If that's your thing, so be it. It's not really about that for me at this time. This is my church right out here. Someone tried to tell me yesterday, it's like nature satanic. I'm like, really, bro? I've read through the Bible upside down, inside out, and God loves his creation. God is supreme over his creation. I feel that you're going to be way more in tune with the Creator, God, when you're disconnected from people, from all the music and the talk and all that bullshit, and you connect out here with nature, which he holds. He takes care of all the animals, all the plants, everything. And this stuff will be here far, far, far after us, right? So, I don't know. It's an interesting place. But I wanted to also share with you guys about this inadequacy. When we feel lack, like we're missing something because we're grieving, even in grief. I've had some incredible spiritual things happen in my life. And I think a lot of these things, I think loss, whether it's you lose something physically or you lose yourself or you lose a person, a loved one, loss is really probably one of the most challenging lessons of our experience on this earth, is how to process and deal with loss. I believe the root of the grief and the depths of our grief is based on our own sense of attachment, and it's an unhealthy attachment, and that's triggering. I know that probably some of the things I'm going to say moving forward here on this talk are going to probably trigger a lot of people, are going to make a lot of people feel uncomfortable because you have your beliefs. Well, I have mine. And I believe that if you're hearing this message, if this message showed up for you, well, guess what? It's for you. And it's for you because this is my truth. And I believe that I'm here to help you expand and grow into the best version of yourself. And when I look around and I see the depths and the extended amount of time that people are creating their own sense of suffering, grief, it gets me up in the morning wanting to make a positive impact on it. I want to be a part of the solution. And I know that the biggest part of the solution is getting to a state of acceptance. And a lot of that acceptance is going to take shifting your beliefs, letting go of your attachments and your beliefs. Because if you're grieving the loss of somebody or a job or anything, right? What is it that has you so down about it? It makes you feel like you're inadequate, like you've lost something that was a part of you. But if you're in reality, if you look around your body, there's nothing attached. There's no appendages. No one's attached to you. And so then these attachments are formulated in our emotions. And depending on where we are emotionally, most of us have a lot of unhealed emotional wounds. Then we're going to carry around loss at a way deeper level that is going to literally stunt our own life experience on this planet. We're going to sideline our own experience in order to grieve the loss of whatever it is, fill in the blank. And it's not until you can accept that you need to give yourself permission to maybe shift your beliefs. And I'll tell you a story about some of the loss that I experienced and a revelation that I had around loss. And I've lost a tremendous amount. Please understand this. I feel like I've lost more than most. And one of the things that I lost that was the most painful is I used to lose myself. I used to lose myself in relationships because of my trauma, my unhealed trauma. I was willing to self-abandon, self-sabotage, self-sacrifice who I was in order to have a toxic attachment, a trauma bond to someone else, because I needed them to make me feel good, to make me feel whole, to make me feel worthy. And I'm here to try and encourage you. I'm here to share love with you, to be sensitive, but I'm also here to hopefully awaken some of you that are ready to hear this message. And so a number of years back, I was running a veteran resource center out at a local community college. And there was a lot of combat vets coming in through the door, going to school, using their benefits. And if you know anything about the veteran community, suicide in veterans is really high. The number 22 comes up. I now have learned that greater than the 22 is 2,000 men every day. This is everyday stats. Choose to eliminate their pain by killing themselves. And so we were a tight-knit group in the Veteran Resource Center, and there was one guy that we all knew he was struggling. He was struggling in a lot of different ways. There was a lot of pain. He was disconnected from his family. He was kind of on the run, right? Energetically on the run. And we were all trying to get him help. I was even trying to give him some spiritual guidance at the time. And it just, our efforts didn't align fast enough to cause for a different outcome. He landed up taking his life, and the symbolicness of it is he took his life on my birthday, and it hit me. It hit me square in the head, man. And you know, it really shifted me, that death. And the reason why I'm sharing this story with you is because at the time I used to do all I call them dog and pony shows. So as the leader of this organization, I would go to all the big civic events, the Memorial Day and the Veterans Day at the national cemeteries, and we'd always be showing up to these events to give honor to those that had fallen. And I just remember the following Memorial Day, this was around now in November, that this death had happened. And, the following Memorial Day, I woke up and I just didn't feel like going to the cemetery. And I remember kind of just going through some meditation, and I received a message from beyond the grave. And that message came through as clear as day, where it was like, if all those that had died before me in service of service of our country, the U.S., if you're watching this from here, if they had a message for me from beyond the grave, right? At this time in my life, I was down, I was depressed, I was in a pity party, I was grieving, I was angry, and I wasn't living life to the fullest. And I kind of cried out for God, like, what would if all of these people that have died, if they had a message for me from beyond the grave, what would they tell me? And it came through as clear as day. Do you want to know what they said? They said, look, man, we get it. You're over there going to the funeral, the cemeteries and all that shit to honor us, but that doesn't honor us. And the other thing that doesn't honor us is you walking around in a state of grief. That doesn't honor us. If you want to truly honor our loss, right, go live your life to the fullest. I'm going to say that again. The way that I believe that you can honor those that you have lost is to truly look yourself in the mirror and saying, am I living my life to the fullest? Because here's what I was told, right? The reason why you go and honor us there and not at a gravesite and not by mourning all the time is because, like, you're filling the gap for where they're not able to show up. They can't celebrate a birthday or an anniversary or dance or sing or have fun or, go for a hike or be intimate or make love or kiss or hug. They can't do any of that. They're in the spiritual realm. They can't do it here in the physical. And so the way that you honor their loss is by living your life more full. Filling that gap, not with grief, sadness, and sorrow, but you fill it with abundance, prosperity, making a difference in this world. And you make a difference by living life full, so that when you're at the end of your life, you're empty. You have nothing more to give because you gave it all. You went all in on you. And that's what happened to me in this season. I shifted, and I have yet to turn back. It was a major catalyst moment in my life. I saw myself. I saw the sad, the depressed, the depleted version of myself. And I saw it through their eyes, saying, man, that doesn't honor us. Being all sad and depressed all day long, that's not like, that doesn't touch me. I want you to go live, go live. And if this is resonating with you, my heart goes out to you. I'm here for you, but I'm not only here to coddle you and to support you. I'm here to challenge you to be the best version of yourself, to take your losses and learn from them and apply it to life. Turn loss into more life. It's the greatest gift I've given myself, you guys. We're getting ready to go into this gift giving season. You want to give the greatest gift? Give the gift of life. Give the gift of unconditional love, of kindness, of generosity, but give it to yourself first. That's the greatest gift I gave myself, was to be able to trust myself, to invest in my self-improvement, my self-development, to get to a state of self-mastery, that I can now trust myself unconditionally in any situation. Does that mean I'm perfect? No. But I know right away when I fuck up, when I'm wrong, I can own it. Quick accounts. I'm going to own it, apologize, try and make amends, and move on. Move on. Like water on a duck's back, I used to hear a lot. Water on a duck's back. Just let it roll off. But deal with it. Own it. Extreme ownership, and move on. And that's the greatest gift. it's also the greatest investment of your time, energy, and focus is to improve yourself, develop yourself, reimagine, reinvent yourself. Can you give yourself permission? If you feel a sense of lack, inadequacy, failure, you can literally shift all that. You get to be the author and the editor of your life. If you don't like the life you have, if you don't like the hand you've been dealt, you got the whole deck. You have a whole blank piece of paper with a pen in there. Write out your dream life. If you want more, become more. If you want better, be better. If you want to feel more love, then be more loving. Loving towards yourself first. It's beautiful, ain't it? And you are truly capable of doing all this. If I can do it, you can do it. And what's so beautiful is we can do it together. And if you're still listening to this message, I appreciate you. If you haven't yet, type in Results Kill Excuses to your app store. Download the app. Because there are 25 lessons packed into 5 courses for self-discovery that are completely free. I'm adding some new content. There is going to be some paid challenges, 24-hour challenge, 72-hour challenge, a 7-day challenge to help kickstart you into being the best version of yourself. Going all in on you. Beyond that is a private community that only those of you that download the app and start participating are going to have access to. Special messages from me to you, to the actual BAMF warriors, where even if you need to take a social media break, you won't have to get on YouTube or Facebook or anything else. We're going to have a community self-contained on the app where it's an assembly of like-minded people that are positively working on themselves, cheering each other on, cheering themselves on, and truly building each other up, cultivating the change that we desire to see in this world within ourselves, collectively. You're a difference maker. If you're hearing this message, you are called to make a difference on this planet, but it starts by, and that may sound grandiose, that may sound huge. Wait, I don't want to change the planet. I'm not going to save the planet. It's not about saving the planet. By you shifting your frequency from negative to being positive, growth mindset from fixed mindset, self-sabotaging to self-mastery, you need to realize that's an energetic shift. That's what makes this spiritual. It's invisible. You don't see it, but then people do. Because when you start walking into the rooms as your best self, you shift the energy in that room. You're magnetic, you're attractive. People are like, want to know, who is that guy? Who's that gal? What have they been doing? And thus, you change the world by just changing you. Because the responsibility and accountability is for us to all collectively throughout this world. That's why I think this technology exists, where we can literally connect in ways that we couldn't do this without it. I can reach you, you can reach me from all the way around the other side of the world. And that's the most incredible benefit of technology, is that we are now able to expand our connection with each other in ways like never before. So please continue engaging in this content. Please consider giving yourself the greatest gift, the gift of living your best life for the greatest good of humanity. Because just naturally, when you start living your best life, holding yourself accountable, putting in the work every single day, you can't help but want everyone that you know to do the same. And guess what? You're not going to be able to get everybody, convince everybody. You don't need to convince them. The people that see you doing your thing, you will attract them to you. They will show up for you to say, whoa, 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 time out. What are you doing different? Because something has changed. That is the guarantee. That's the most beautiful thing about when you invest in yourself. It doesn't go unnoticed. People notice real quick, something has shifted in this beautiful person. And they're even more beautiful now than ever before because they are fully living their truth in alignment with who they are truly called to be. Join me on this. I welcome you to the Results Kill Excuses tribe filled with Banff warriors. We are not perfect, but we strive for excellence and we're willing to put in the work each and every day. And here's the one thing, I'll leave you with this. There's a lot of you that are seeing success, that have been inspired to start putting in the work and getting the change. Here's the one thing I caution. It's a caution. Just note it. When you start feeling those high highs, it's just like energy. You're gonna go up and then you'll come back down. But you need to learn how to ride that down back into the next high so that you don't stay in the down, down, down. And so don't get too puffed up. Stay humble, stay grounded, stay centered. And a lot of times, honestly, this is a daily practice. Feet, kick off the shoes, kick off the socks, get the feet in the dirt. Do some sunbathing, right? Do some meditation. Like, you gotta stay centered on yourself. Don't let the high highs get so high and the low lows get so low. Stay centered, stay grounded, stay focused. Be in it for the endurance race. Don't just come in here for a sprint. When some things start to improve in your life and say, cool, I'm good. No, lock in for the long haul. Stay here for the long haul. See how far you can go. Don't just see a little bit of progress and say, cool, I got there. No, it ain't that easy. It is not that quick. I've been doing this for over 12 years with major intention, and I don't see me ever wanting to stop. Every single day I can get a little better. Every single day I have to maybe ratchet down or dial in my nutrition or my thoughts or my thinking or my beliefs or just different areas of my life. And that's the beautiful thing, is that the more you grow, the stronger you become. That doesn't mean life's problems go away. They actually probably get a little heavier and bigger, but you get stronger and more capable and more self-confident to be able to take on any challenge that comes your way. That I believe in. You have it. So if you're thinking that you are lacking something, you're not. That's a state of mind. You have everything you need right here, right now, within you to be successful, to overcome, to work through. I always said, if an obstacle comes your way, you need to have that warrior mindset. You're either going to go over it, under it, around it, or right through it. But we have to move forward. We have to keep staying engaged, living life with intention. I know you can do it. I'm going to keep showing you the way, keep speaking the truth, and I would just welcome you to comment, share, like this message. Go make a difference, though, even greater than all that. Go be the difference maker with those people that you have interaction with. I love you guys. I send you love. You know the drill. Results kill excuses, because if it was easy, it won't be worth it. Greg's out.